What's happening, kids? Tim Kreitz here, Tim Kreitz Adventures. Today I have Cliff and Britt with me, and we are going to a tiny little West Texas town with a really torrid past. And it's also the home of a music legend. So it should be fun. You guys stick around. Today we are going to the town of Wink, Texas. Wink was established in the early 1920s during the first oil boom in Texas and quickly earned a reputation as one of the roughest, most corrupt towns in Texas. In fact, it was so corrupt that a judge had to come in and nullify the entire city government and replace it. It was bad. It was real bad. It basically became a whole town of nothing but ill repute. Whore houses and gambling houses and organized crime, and it was just a bad deal. Well, they cleaned it up and it kind of survived for years as an oil town with a population of about 3,000 people. But with the decline in the first oil boom, and particularly with the decline of the second Texas oil boom, it has dwindled to about 800 residents, I believe. Now, the one cool thing Wink has going for it is that it is the home of music legend Roy Orbison. Not his hometown where he was born, but essentially where he grew up. And he would go to take guitar lessons from Britt's dad, Troy Parker, who was a member of the Kingsmen. Sort of a legendary West Texas guitarist in his own right. Many of you guys know that Britt and I are professional musicians. We've played together for over 20 years, and we spent the last 3 or 4 years touring Texas and the United States almost full time. So Britt comes from a pretty strong music royalty background. In fact, when Roy Orbison died, Texas Monthly Magazine did a write-up on Britt's dad. So in Wink, Texas, one of the few things they have of any particular interest is a tiny little museum that's dedicated to Roy Orbison. So we're going to go check out that museum today. So we'll find something to eat somewhere along the way, and I will warn you guys right now, we have to go through Kermit to get to Wink. And so there's a good chance we could have a part 4 to the Dairy Queen trilogy. Uh-oh! Jerry's Cafe. All right. What are you guys, too able-bodied to park in a handicapped spot or something? Oh, perfect. All right.
Sorry.
It's all right. Thanks so much for that. Dairy Queen it is. Alright, everybody got their food this time, including me. You know why? Because I did not get tacos.
Awesome.
Alright, hamburger time. Here it is, man. The Roy Orbison Museum in all its glory. All right, Britt, so while we're here at the Roy Orbison Museum, why don't you tell the story about
how your dad taught Roy Orbison how to play guitar, and how Roy Orbison used to be waiting on the porch for him when he got home from work.
Well, my dad didn't teach him to play guitar, but he did teach him some chords that Roy didn't know. And he would come back from when my dad got through playing gigs, and back then they played until the sun came up, and then got up and went to work. But Roy would be waiting on his porch after a show when my dad got home, trying to get ready for work so he could go back to work. And he was a little bit of a pest. Everybody kind of felt that way, and they all hated his voice. Nobody ever thought he was going to do anything. He was never going to go anywhere. So.
And he went on to become one of the biggest musical stars in American pop history.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Aside from the Roy Orbison Museum, which it looks like it would have taken us a whole 60 seconds to look through, I don't think there's a single reason to go to Wink, Texas. But I'm glad we went. It's always about the journey, not necessarily the destination. And, 150-mile ride to go hang out the outside of an old rundown building, what the heck? Let's do that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I certainly did. Any excuse to ride is fine with me. Until we meet again, you guys take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and we will see you on the next episode of Tim Kreitz Adventures. Bye!